2000's Little Go Beep. Okay, weird placement, but I guess that's okay. Not to say that this short sucks, because it doesn't. Basically, this was the pilot to Baby Looney Tunes, but in the theatre, and there was way more going on, so there. But hey, I like the premise. Little Wiley and Rhodey are adorable, and we even get to see Wiley's dad, Cage E. Coyote, who oddly looks like a very certain wolf, who also happens to look like a very certain coyote. I don't know, I think I'm overthinking it.
Morning, Ralph.
But yeah, this is another Goldie right here. Except on this DVD, something does not seem quite right. It seems to look worse than the last shot. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Whose idea was it to force in a deinterlacing filter on a format that deinterlaces the picture for you? Who thought this was a good idea? And why is it blend? This looks awful. I'm sorry, but who thought in 2011 that this was a good idea to do this on DVD, the format that automatically deinterlaces with Yazda Bob? But why also use blend? First, we have a crop, then we have a blown up image, and now we have a forced in filter, which by the way, you do have an option to turn it off! If you somehow still can't see what I'm getting at, here's the later on remastered version in its theatrical form, side by side. Now do you see it, now that it is on screen? And it sucks even more knowing that they didn't properly sort it out for the PAL format. Now, you might have heard that the music and stuff like that is all higher pitch. That ain't just for copyright effect, that's how the PAL format works in the UK. And not just the UK either, but also elsewhere as well, that also uses the PAL format. When we usually get US import, our stuff ends up getting sped up like 4% faster, which is what causes the pitch to go slightly higher than usual. This only applies to NTSC imports as well as movies and stuff like that. This does not apply to TV shows made in the PAL region. Here, however, they just took the NTSC master and slapped it straight on the PAL disc, which possibly explains why there's a forced in filter that I cannot turn off. What sucks even more is that this is the only version in its original full screen glory. You cannot find any clearer version out there at the moment. The only better version to get right now is the theatrical release, which sadly has yet to even come home. So sadly, this is the only version that we have at home at the moment. Hopefully, one day, somebody might just dig the film out from the archives and give it a brand new master it deserves. Because this is an insult. Once again, if you want the better version, then you're gonna have to go with good old
Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Because clearly Warner Brothers does not care at the moment. This is a great short, but an awful transfer of it.
He's a good boy, but I don't think he's going to be talking for a long time.
So, I've just done some more research, and I've stumbled across this. Now I can probably hear you lot going, Shadow, you're just doing this for the sake of padding. Maybe. But hear me out. What I have here isn't just any ordinary Looney Tunes DVD. This DVD is special because it contains the remastered version of Little Go Beep. Yes, I know it's only going to be in standard definition, but it's better than nothing, and it's definitely better than this. But that is not the only reason why I've stopped this part of the video. No, there's more. There's two versions. A UK version. What the fuck? And a US version. Take a good guess which version removed the short. Go on, I'll give you a couple of seconds. Of course it was the UK version. And it wasn't the only short removed either from the UK release. The only way, and I mean the only way, you can get a copy of Little Go Beep at home, remastered, without the stupid forced-in deinterlace filter, is by purchasing the US copy of this DVD. Not the PAL copy with the BBFC rating, the US version without it. And please, make sure your DVD or Blu-ray player is region free. Otherwise, you won't be able to play it. Or, you can do what I do, and that is basically just placing the DVD into a PC and then just ripping the contents using Make MKV. And if you lot are going, they were probably removed because of censorship issues, that hasn't been a major issue here since these two popped their clocks. So what is Warner Brothers' excuse? I'm gonna go over to the next part before I go completely bats.